Alright, welcome back to Gaming Palooza and another review here for the Aftershock and Wrestlevessel, as we're going to take a look as he plays the game Streets of Rage 2. This game brought back a lot of memories. I used to play this game a lot in my friend's house growing up. It's got 4 different characters we saw from the select stage, and as he begins to play it, let me read some information about it. You know, the game was released around 1992 and was released by SEGA and for the arcade. These guys make cool noises like Alright, Streets of Rage 2 is very similar to the original, and it refines much of the gameplay. The biggest change is the replacement of the original special attack, which was calling a police car to damage all on-screen enemies. That was hilarious, just to call them up and go, and they shoot everything go. It was even funnier on the elevator, the cops would still come. And it played some cool music too, but the original Streets of Rage was hilarious, but number 2 is a lot of fun too. Everyone's got individual special attacks performed by each character, and he depletes some of their health. Each character's move list has been expanded and edited to make them very individual to play, instead of similar with different handicaps. Enemies are improved and are given life gauges. Previously only bosses used them, and names like the selectable characters given bigger and more individual movesets. There are many new enemies, including bikers, ninjas, kickboxers, and robots. There are also changes to weapons that can be picked up. The pepper shaker and the bottle from the original game were removed. It would be funny to pick up like a bottle and just like break it over people's heads and glass them. It's something cool to do in a seasoning. Or you take pepper spray and spray in the eyes. Unfortunately, that's gone. The knife has been tweaked, so the player can throw it at will, whereas in the first game it can only be thrown by accident by the player. As a trade-off, the knife does much less damage when thrown in Streets of Rage 2. Aside from differences in weapons and enemies, the characters themselves are given much more special abilities and handicaps. In addition to traits and individual moves, the characters now have a semi-specialist move, a powerful non-energy draining attack performed by double tapping a direction and pressing punch. Also, Skate has the ability to dash when in a direction, and a double tap and a feature carried over all the way into Streets of Rage 3. The first of the 3 fat enemies in Stage 5 is named Heart, as a reference to the popular manga First the North Star original Japanese game Hokuto no Ken, which featured an extremely overweight martial artist called Heart. Additionally, level 6 features an enemy named Souther, another character from the First the North Star game. Basically, the game, as the years pass since the events of Streets of Rage, to celebrate the defeat of the mysterious Mr. X and his syndicate the previous year, Adam Hunter, Axel Stone, and Blaze Fielding met at their favorite night spot in the city and spent their time reminiscing about their vigilante crusade against Mr. X and his tough organization. Axel and Blaze had moved out of the city after the adventure from last year, and Axel began working as a part-time bodyguard while Blaze taught dance classes. Adam has since rejoined the police force and lives in a small house with his younger brother. The next morning, Axel received a phone call from Eddie Hunter, Adam's younger brother. Skate has arrived at home from school and was shocked to find the house ruined and his older brother missing. Attached in front of the door was a picture of Adam chained to the wall of Mr. X. The criminal began to retake the streets once again, with beatings, lootings, and all craziness chaos throughout the game. Unlike the other 2 games of the series, this game has only done one ending, the good ending, where Mr. X is defeated and Adam is rescued. And in other features, that Mr. X is hiding out and disappears. So let's take a look at the Aftershock playing this game and give some of our comments as we watch through it. You do some great German suplexes, move your way around. I really like the original Street Fighters better. It's so funny you call the police and they just like shot everything. But he's doing a lot of suplexes, picking up weapons, savate kicks, take a knife out of the guy's hands. A ton of enemies come at you at once. You just gotta be able to fight it. Gotta love that guy's evil laugh. Alright, picks up the knife, as I said. This time you can actually throw it on purpose, not an accident like the original. Aftershock really likes that savate kick move and just nailing his opponents. So overall, Streets of Rage 2, a pretty good game. I wouldn't say it's as good as the original, but a lot of fun. Subscribe to more Gaming Palooza reviews, and we'll have some more reviews and interesting things. And this is the Wrestlevessel reporting exclusively for Gaming Palooza. Have a good night, everybody.